Hello everyone and welcome to West Ham Fan TV. We're just coming off the back of the Palace game and I'm just sitting in the car. We didn't get a chance to film post-match pint today. The venue that we use was otherwise engaged, so we'll be doing that Monday. But I don't think I could go without the day because we didn't do a lot today filming wise. I just want to get a few things off my chest about Allardyce and the team selection today. Obviously, it's the team without Nolan, which we've all been striving for the season, really. But I feel that he got the team selection totally wrong today. It was poor in the way that they come at us, they dominated us. You got to be thinking that Pardew has taken over what is essentially a Pulis team. We looked a few weeks ago for the West Brom game. You can see our reaction on the channel for post-match drive on the way back. But basically he's taken over. He's not a bad manager, Pardew, but basically he's taken over a Pulis team, and Pulis teams are always the same. They're always full of 6'5" defenders and strikers that are good in the air, which is no problem. I mean, he hasn't had that much time to impact at West Brom yet, but that's what they'll become, and they'll start winning games. They did beat us quite comfortably in the cup, but it's as we say, it's the team we all strive for. In the selection was, what basically is our strongest 11. Now, the problem I've got with Allardyce's selection today, and don't get me wrong, the players underperformed again. We was dead and buried. 3 set piece goals is inexcusable. They say the geezer got sent off, should have been sent off earlier. At the end of the day, we're playing Palace at home. There should be no excuse. 3-0 down at home is an absolute disgrace to Palace, and that's no disrespect to Palace. But where we're progressing and where we're going this season, I thought we could have done a lot better. I thought we would have been pushing towards the end of the season, towards the top 10, the top 5. But we're not. We're pushing down. We're 9th or 10th now. I think it's 9th. And the problem with the selection today, I mean, as I said, you're playing like a predominantly Pulis side, a Pulis bought side. We conceded from 3 set pieces. I could see it wasn't working in the first half. After we conceded the first, they caused us a lot of problems up the wings. Always got nippy wingers. Again, our formation did us no favours. Same as West Brom, I said there was always a man over. They was causing us a lot of problems up the wings. The 2 wingers, Puncheon and Beloge, I think his name is, were causing our fullbacks a lot of problems. And it's because of the lack of protection they had. Again, the midfield were very static; they wasn't moving across. And the fullbacks couldn't cope with it. And that's where I'm annoyed with Allardyce, because he is a manager that he's like a kid playing FIFA. We've all played that kid. The kid, you want to sort out your team, and you want to sort out your formations and that. He just wants to press start and come on, don't worry about changing it. Let's just start the game. Collins should have been playing today. Collins would have nullified all their aerial threat, or some of it at least. It would have given us an extra option. I mean, I like Tompkins, I like Reedy, but they can be a bit flimsy. Collins, he's not going to be flimsy. He's a big, strong centre half that anything comes in that box, he's up there, or he's there or thereabouts. To clear. We conceded, was it 3 headers? The first one was a header. It was a bad, fortunate slice of luck, no pun intended. Second one was a header. The third one was a header. Yeah. So we conceded 3 headers, or 3 goals from set pieces anyway, regardless of whether they was headers or not. Collins should have come in the side. It was blatant. I could see in the first half that we was getting overrun on the wings. He needs to change it, and he keeps on saying, people like Jarvis and Downing, who are wide players, they can play out wide, and they used to, we can play with width, but that's why Jarvis hasn't had any game time this year, because we're not playing with wingers, and that's where I think I'm not anti-Sam whatsoever. I think that Sam you know, he gives you what he gives you. He gives you a good solid base and whatever, you know. And I really thought he'd learnt his lesson this year, but it's his arrogance. You know, when we beat Tottenham last year 3-0 with a no striker formation, the sort of like false nine Barcelona formation, he was, you know, he was, when we beat Tottenham with the false nine Barcelona formation, it was sort of the arrogance. He played with, although we had Maiga, and I know Maiga's not the best, but he played with that formation and we got beat so many times. I don't think we won in the next 11, but it was sort of that arrogance that's like, well, it worked for us once, and I think that's where, I mean, apart from 1 or 2 games this season, we haven't changed our formation whatsoever. People are starting to work us out. People know how to play against us. You know, the smarter managers like Pardew, Pulis, you know, obviously not so much Pochettino, because, you know, I think our system just worked around his, to be honest. But, you know, the smarter managers know how to nullify us in that formation. You know, there's no sort of change. He bought off Song today and bought on Nene. I couldn't work out where Nene was playing, but it looked like the same formation, but with just him on the diamond again, and, you know, Downing playing in the middle. But yeah, that's where him. You know, I think that's where people get annoyed with Sam, because it is the arrogance, and it is, you know, it is the unwillingness to change what's not working. And, you know, he sort of like seems to wait it out until it does start working, and then sort of stick it in your face and say, I told you so, you know. But no, it reminded me of the West Brom game so much. They just killed us on the wings, and we couldn't cope with the set pieces, which for a team of Allardyce's you would expect us to deal with that a lot better. But yeah, it was just poor. I just had to say that, really. We will be back with post-match pint on Monday, so look out for it. I'll be putting all my views across, and we'll have the same, you know, Graham, Ryan and Scotty doing the same thing on Monday. We did have an interview today with the people that were responsible for the train video, which I was quite happy with. It came out really well. That'll be up on the channel, if not before this, but you can check that out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We do need subscribers. We're looking for 500, and yeah, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV. I'm at NickyJ82 if you want to give me a follow as well. I ain't got many followers, so a few more is always nice. And yeah, West Ham Fan TV, I'll catch you later.